My 28M boyfriend, 35M, leaves our house for hours without telling me where he goes. When I ask him where he is going, he just says don't worry about it. As the title indicates, my boyfriend sometimes leaves our house for hours without telling me where he goes. When I try to ask him why he is leaving or where he is going, he calmly responds with don't worry about it. Really? I tried to make him tell me what is wrong, if I somehow angered him, but he just brushes me off. I am starting to get worried about it. He refuses to give me an answer or even hints of what he does when he is gone. I do not know what to do at this point and I would like some advice. FYI, we do not live in the US. Update. This happened with my ex. He portrayed it as me time and framed it in such a way that I felt like asking more questions was being invasive or controlling. Turns out he was 1. Addicted to porn. 2. Spending hours in his car watching porn and jerking off. 3. An exhibitionist and had been arrested for public nudity twice. 4. Going cruising and most likely cheating on me. I found messages between him and another guy trying to meet up on my birthday. Whatever your boyfriend is doing, the fact that he's hiding it from you means it's not good. Oh God, are you okay now? Do his friends all have nicknames like Big Tony, Johnny Two Knives, or Jimmy the Fish? I think that's utterly disrespectful to you. I think it is basic courtesy to say where you're off out to, unless it's shady AF, to the person you live with, even if you don't know how long you'll be. We still do this 25 years down the line, but if he effectively said I'm not telling you where I'm going and it's none of your business, I would certainly be having a strong word and be very suspicious. Or not being unreasonable at all. Edit, even if it's just alone time, which I completely understand and need myself, then he needs to just say so rather than being mysterious/shady. Tell him too late I'm already worried and you saying not to worry about it just makes it worse. This is no way to maintain a good relationship. Check he isn't hiding cash in the house or smelling of meth, or driving around in an RV. Check he isn't hiding cash in the house or smelling of meth. I have no idea what meth smells like. Sure love the smell of coke though. The kid 15MI 18FM online teaching took a screenshot of my boobs. Update on the bottom. If you don't know, if you take a screenshot on Skype it'll send it on the chat area of the call, which means everyone on call can see it. My student, I'm assuming, didn't know that and he took screenshots of me while I was teaching. Screenshots 3 were when I was trying to fix the ring light behind the laptop so my chest was very close to the camera. I didn't intentionally putting my chest out or anything and I happened to lean to the camera making my chest more closer. Like, the screenshot was 80% boobs 20% neck/shoulder, there was 3 of them. Do I do something about this? It's embarrassing and I want to just forget it but it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm slightly paranoid of students taking screenshots of me now and I don't know if it's a matter I should be concerned about or something I should just ignore as harmless. What should I do? Hey folks, update here. I didn't feel comfortable talking to the kid about the pictures and also I just screenshotted the evidence and I sent it to my supervisor, who is a legit adult so he would know what to do. It's weird because at this age, I'm technically an adult but I still can't do everything perfectly on my own. And if the parents get mad, they can't turn this around and make me seem like a pedophile who talks about her boobs with kids, literally my worst nightmare. Thanks for the advice, lots of love. XOXO smile. Also, to the people who are asking for the screenshots, here they are. Okay, I have to comment, wasn't going to but I disagree with the other posts. Don't have a conversation with the child. Call and talk, or video chat, with his parents and tell them the situation, that their child did an inappropriate thing during tutoring and you now feel uncomfortable to continue unless you have a guarantee from the parents that it won't happen again. If it does, tell them you will terminate tutoring their child. Let me stress, you need to communicate with his parents about this before moving forward. If a student does something inappropriate when you are with them, it is your responsibility, as the adult/teacher in the situation, to tell the parents. It's important for the child's future that inappropriate sexual behavior is addressed before he becomes criminally liable. You're not doing him any favors ignoring it. Speak to the parents. Contact the parents. Arrange a meeting with them, online or phone call. Discuss it with them and that it is uncomfortable and inappropriate and that you need to suspend lessons until they have talked to him about it. He needs to apologize because taking screenshots of you in general is a breach of boundaries, especially if they focus on your breasts. Then once you recommence, you can pretend it never happened. Sorry if you need the money, but you need to set this boundary. Be brave, you've got this. Call his parents. What I would do is talk with an administrator and explain the situation. I would then ask them to be present in a meeting with me when I talk with the parents before having the kid come on with them. Explain the situation to the parents. It'd be easy to be accusatory, but being as a matter of fact as possible will, hopefully, not immediately make their guard shoot up. Once you've had a chance to talk to them and get on the same page, bring the kid in and have a conversation about consent and how dangerous it can be to circulate or use images of people. If anyone tries to say it's on you, honestly, fuck them. Also, this is heavily banking on having good admin and a relatively decent conversation with the parents. I've had a few inappropriate comments made about me. I'm 27F. Been teaching high school for 4.5 years, and I've been lucky to have a supportive staff and admin who were swift and to the point. I'm really sorry you have to deal with this. It's massively uncomfortable. Good luck. How can I deal with my daughter's assault? I don't usually do things like this, so sorry if I break any forum rules. This is mostly a rant, but any advice would be appreciated. Some background: I've 39 meters, been an only parent to my daughter 15 since she was a toddler. Her mother's not really in the picture anymore. This happened over winter break. Long story short, my daughter came home late, and when I came to get the door for her I could immediately tell something was wrong. I wasn't even a minute into asking her how her day was before she had a complete breakdown. She could barely get any words out, and all I could do was hug her as she sobbed into my arms. I was several minutes before she calmed down enough to tell me what happened. All she told me was that she went to see a boy she had been talking to and he wouldn't let her leave. No names and no specifics. She kept repeatedly apologizing through tears, and it wasn't hard to infer was happened. I'm fucking heartbroken. She's my baby. All I could do was hold her. She refused to go to the hospital and hyperventilated at the mention of it, saying she can't deal with everything that would come with it, so I let it go. I just didn't have the heart to force her. She slept in my bed that night for the first time in years. It's been several weeks and we've made the decision to homeschool her for this next semester, instead of doing online, and I'm in the process of finding her a therapist. She seems to be doing better, but I don't really know. She hasn't talked about it with me since and shuts down any mention to it. On the other hand, she's been very lovable since, frequently coming to quietly hug me or sit close to me on the couch, or asking if I need help with anything. I'm trying to stay positive for her, but I never felt more depressed. I can barely sleep, and when I do I frequently dream about her being hurt. I'm so angry. I know it's wrong, but I want revenge, and knowing I can't hurts in its own way. She's so young and kind. The idea of anyone hurting her makes me physically nauseous. Being an only parent, I'm solely responsible for her, and I can't help but feel like I've failed her as a parent. I just feel so lost and scared. I don't know how to help her. You probably can't help her. She absolutely needs to see someone for counseling. Being a good parent means doing what is best. Offer to let her pick out her potential therapist, but firmly and gently tell her she has to go. What you're already doing is wonderful. You're a great dad. Sounds like you would also benefit from seeing a mental health professional. If this was sexual assault, as hard as this may be to navigate, she needs to see a doctor. She is a minor and under your care. She could be pregnant, have an STD, have physical trauma, not to mention psychological trauma. I'm sorry, but you must insist. Pensive face, it sounds like you might need some therapy yourself. You absolutely have not failed as a parent. Think it's wonderful that you have such a strong and healthy relationship with your daughter that she felt able to tell you what happened. Finding a therapist for your daughter is a good step. This will give her time to process what happened and find a way to be able to communicate it to you. You have done all the right things. She is safe now. She knows she is loved now. You are showing her how men should treat women and how we should treat our loved ones when they go through something traumatic. What about therapy for you? This doesn't have to be long term, but I think having sessions where you talk about this and have space to process your own emotions that come with it will be really beneficial for you both. I can't imagine how difficult this has been for you, and the words of strangers on the internet can't always lift the weight we feel, but you really are helping her. You are doing the right thing. I wish nothing but the best for both you and your daughter. Please get her into therapy. I was molested by my grandfather for years when I was a kid, probably started around 5 and stopped around 12, and my mom never pushed me into therapy. She didn't even believe me when I told her when I was 14. I turned out to be an opiate addict. I finally got my shit together last year at 22, but I wasted so much time and money on drugs that I can never get back.